All right, all set up. Hey, Brian, you want to play Mortal Kombat?
Nope.
All right. Well, how about you, Robin Shue and Lyndon Ashby, stars of the 1995 classic film Mortal Kombat?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, great. All right, Robin, thank you for playing with me. Let's start with the first Mortal Kombat, I guess is the best way to start. And we're going to
You have to walk me through this, okay? So it's been a while.
It's going to be painful, but...
Okay.
All right.
So I should pick myself, yeah?
Yeah, that makes sense. So you got to hit start here. Okay, so I'll be Sub-Zero.
Okay, I got mine.
All right, it's on. Oh, you said you weren't good at it.
No, I wasn't. I'm just kind of like my fingers or index fingers just faster than yours. See, I like the groin kick a lot more.
The groin kick?
Yes.
You're a dirty fighter, yeah.
Yes, of course.
Oh, no.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, no.
You know, I'm just going to take you piece by piece, you know, so let you win a little.
We started and you said you hadn't played in
No, I have not.
All right, Robin, how does this compare to actually fighting Sub-Zero in real life?
You know, this is, of course, much easier because it's less strenuous. You know, it's just the finger going.
For you, now I'm sweating over here.
No, I mean, all these moves, I mean, what I was impressed with when the game came out was that all the moves are legitimate moves. You know, like the roundhouse, the front kick, the side kick, the jumping kick. Of course, I'm not used to losing like that. All these characters are legitimate martial artists. Kang, he's a great martial artist, you know, so funny, I was working in Hong Kong, and I saw him in Hong Kong, and I said, what are you doing here? And then he said, well, he's doing a movie with Jackie Chan, and then have to fly back to do this Mortal Kombat video game. I said, Mortal Kombat? What is this? And then, so he said, well, it's a live capture thing, where he does all moves, and I said, that's kind of dumb. I did.
That's amazing.
I swear. And when I came back like a year later, they were auditioning for Mortal Kombat. I go, oh, okay, this was the game he was talking about.
How difficult was this fight in the movie? Did you get injured doing this one? Or?
Well, you know, I think it was during the reptile fight.
What happened during the reptile?
Well, what happened? He threw me against a pillar, and I was supposed to land and rolled off the pillar and all that stuff, and I did it one time. And it was fantastic. And Paul Anderson said, well, can you do it again? Because he was such a perfectionist. So we did it 10 times, and on the 10th take, I was kind of exhausted.
You got thrown into a pillar 10 times?
10 times.
Oh my God.
And I was kind of tired, so I landed on the edge of the pillar. And I fractured a couple ribs for that. But, you know, so now the joke is that, you know, if Robin says how many ribs he fractured, that's the degree of the difficulty of the fight. This is a 2-rib fight.
Nice.
So.
Did that cut make it into the movie?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, you can see it. You know, like reptile threw me, and I literally land on the edge, and it's just, you can see my body kind of curled up like that.
Oh, man.
Oh! See, you know, you're cheating now.
I'm getting you talking so I can distract you. I gotta finish you.
Awesome. Right. Okay, fantastic.
You're a worthy opponent.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Run, I can do that.
All right, round 2. I figure we should play the second Mortal Kombat because we have 3 different games on here.
Why not?
Do you have a preferred Mortal Kombat?
I think 4 is better.
Yeah.
Maybe
you know, that's
2.
when they hit their stride, really.
Yeah. No, I have no idea. Yeah, he is. No, I know him. You're gonna be Liu Kang now?
I'll be Scorpion because you fought him in the movie.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then you. I mean, I assume that guy looks familiar to you.
Okay. Boom.
There we go.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Come on.
You gotta hit him.
Oh, nice!
You got the move in though. Both of you guys, you say you're not good. This is insanity. I practiced.
Did you see my handwork?
Yeah, it was incredible. Clearly you picked up a lot from the film. All right, so this fight in the film, I had heard that you kind of wanted a stunt actor to do some of the things, but they talked you into doing a lot of it yourself. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so. It was.
Did you suffer any of the injuries that Robin suffered during your fight scenes?
I did. Not so bad because I was working with Chris Casamassa, who I think had mercy on me.
He played Scorpion, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
And but there was one part where I was kind of bent. I wound up on this railing and sorry, I can't even think.
I know, it's hard.
And I was bent over this railing and he did this axe kick. And you know, I think I was padded up, but his heel just hit right where there was no pad in the kidney. And I remember just going, you know, you're like, you try to be a tough guy, right? And I'm like, and I go, give me a minute, give me a minute. It was just right in the kidneys, and it was not great. Robin, who were there were these,
The Power Ranger guy.
yeah, he was insane.
Was this someone you fought against? What was it?
He was doubled for, he was doubling for Scorpion.
Okay.
And he had to do this gymnastic thing, and he just hit a steel bar so hard. Yeah.
Was he okay?
No.
Do you guys want to do the original one, or do you want to do the second one?
Original.
All right.
Okay. Liu Kang and Johnny Cage.
I know. You can't.
Come on.
There you go, lying down again.
Time's up.
It's a tie.
And nobody won. Oh, that's perfect. That's the way it should be.
All right, well, now that I've been thoroughly embarrassed at Mortal Kombat by both of you guys, even though you said you weren't very good at the game, I am going to flip the tables and ask you a bunch of questions. First off, when was the last time you guys saw each other?
We do keep in touch.
Yes, we do.
We do keep in touch. So maybe a few months ago?
Yep.
I think what's so great about this movie, it's just not the movie itself, that we do keep in touch after all these years.
I
Paul
know.
Anderson.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, it
actually
is.
see each other age.
Yeah, I know. And our birthdays are pretty.
July.
Yeah, I'm May.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
July,
older, so
okay.
you have to treat me with respect.
What was it about the movie that kind of, it persists 20-something years later and you guys still have a relationship? I mean, was it just a really fun experience making the film? Is it just because it's so beloved?
I think it's the chemistry.
Yeah.
I think we were all very grateful to be in a big movie.
Yeah.
And as actors, that is like, that's what you've been wanting to do or dreaming or hoping for. And then to be in this big, fun movie and happen, like this is one of the nicest, funniest guy ever.
Wow.
I mean, he does keep everything going, meaning like, there's no dull moment on set. He always, no, because he is Johnny Cage. He would come up with lines and then it just kind of like cracks you up for the entire day.
I think that we just caught lightning in a bottle. I think everyone was there for the right reasons. We all, in our own way, we needed this film to work.
And I mean, the big thing is that there's no ego on set. There's
Oh,
no,
I had
like,
an ego.
especially between.
Well, you were playing Johnny Cage.
No, especially between actors, is that we're willing to help one another to get the job done.
Yeah.
I think that's why it worked for the movie.
There was no prima donna moments
No, there's
at all.
not one actor.
It's hard to be a prima donna when somebody can kick you right in the ribs,
Right.
You know that's coming later.
Right.
When you were coming up with the fights, because I heard you had to add fights on afterwards and reshoots. So do you have to kind of come up with moves on the fly? How did the choreographer move? Because Robin, you helped with that a
Well,
lot.
I mean, we had a chance to rehearse and choreograph the fight, and then I had to show the producers and the executive just what are we gonna do. But Lyndon did so many of his stuff, especially during the Scorpion and Johnny Cage
but I
fight.
had great stunt doubles. I did.
No, you did. Remember
I did it all,
you
but
did it all.
But then they came and did it better.
Well, because I'm used to doing your own stunt. I mean, it's because
you come
come on.
Yeah, that background.
A little fall is not going to kill you. A little hit's not going to kill you. And I was able to convince Lyndon that you're going to look fantastic.
Yeah, just take
If I
the
could
hit.
just hit you in the face.
It's true.
Right, no, it's true. It's like amazing because you actually see the actor doing it themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
And so it's true to the game and true to the film.
And it is true. It's like I can watch a movie and I can tell you when the stunt double steps in and when it's the actor. And this was before CGI. Now you can really fake things. But you would see us do the entire move, and there was no way to fake it. So we did that, and I think it was kind of an important, cool part of it.
Absolutely.
When you were signing on to the film, did you know, I mean, obviously you have fighting experience, Robin, and you've done a lot of that work at that time. But for you, Lyndon, this was a newer thing. Did you know it was going to be so intensive when you signed on to the project?
Yeah, I did. And I came from, I boxed a bit in college, and then I'd done a little bit of martial arts and through the years as well. I wasn't really, my hands were better than my feet.
There's a lot of feet in this movie, too.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I knew what we were in for, and I was totally psyched to do it.
Robin, I heard for you that it was a pretty stringent audition process. What was that process like before you got the film?
I had 7 reading.
Wow.
7.
Wow.
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
7. I mean, I read for the casting director, the producer, the line producer, the executive, Paul Anderson, everybody. I think it was kind of important to them to find Liu Kang. He's really important. You know, he's Asian guy. There's not too many Asian guys. But so it has to be very specific, and then they want the actor to be able to do all the martial arts. So yeah, it was pretty heart-wrenching because, like, you know, you would go in and read, and you just kind of wait for that phone call again. Say, okay, well, they want to read again and again and again and again. So this is too much.
Do you ever like give up or think about giving up at that?
Almost just kind of say, you know what, I don't want it. You know, this is too, I can't, my heart can't take it no more. You know, so, but then finally when I got the phone call, say you got the part, and I said, oh, fantastic, all right, good.
This sounds really lame. I'm glad you got the part.
Aw.
I am.
Lyndon, we talked about improv a little bit earlier, but I also heard that you improv some lines, and one of the lines that you did improv, from what I've heard, so tell me if I'm right, is "These are $500 sunglasses, asshole."
Yeah.
Which is probably the best line in the whole movie, maybe of the 90s. So,
Well, thanks.
Yeah, I think there's more than that. There's more line than that.
There was a lot of them.
No. I remember when you asked me to carry your luggage, remember?
Yeah.
You went to, hey, Paul, it would be fantastic. They say, well, luckily I didn't ask him to park the car.
Yeah.
It was on the spot. This guy, that's why, like, on the spot.
let's talk about Goro a little bit, because the animatronics of that caused a bit of problems when they were producing this movie. What was it like to actually work with that giant puppet?
He was,
Yeah.
he was amazing. And it's funny because I just went to, I was in a restaurant and Alec Gillis was there. And it was his birthday.
Really?
Yeah, and it was a surprise party for him. And he was the guy who made Goro.
Okay.
And he goes, Goro just got sold or something. And they have his head, and he was the most complex animatronic being at the time, I think.
Right. Well, he got more money than us.
Probably Goro, yeah, I'm sure he
He was
did.
top of the call sheet.
Yeah, but he would get hot, and he'd get stuck, and he would like get, he'd and he'd lock up, and and then we'd have to wait for Goro, and then what's his name had to get in the suit, and he couldn't see anything. He had a little screen in front of him, I think, to see. And then they'd zip up or they'd seal up the back of Goro, and he could only be in there for like 2 minutes because he couldn't breathe. And Goro got less screen time than they thought he was going to get.
Right. It was pretty advanced, though.
It was science.
You said there's no prima donnas, but it sounds like Goro was kind of a prima donna, frankly.
Yeah.
There is a new Mortal Kombat movie coming out. Would either of you be interested in reprising your roles as like a cameo in the new film?
Well, I mean, let's say this. No matter how well the new movie is, like, we will always be Liu Kang and Johnny Cage.
That's right.
You know what? I love the fact that they're rebooting it. Like, I love the way they rebooted the James Bond films. And Daniel Craig, and I think they made some of the best Bond films ever. And I think that it's cool to take a fresh start, because there was so much that could have been done with this franchise that wasn't done, in my opinion.
You guys set a pretty high bar, so.
Well,
because it wasn't really about the action and the martial arts and the fighting. I think it's just the dynamic of each character.
The characters. And
because you could really tell that we care for one another.
Yeah.
And we're on this journey as if we have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah.
And that chemistry persists now, 25 years later, which is crazy.
Has it been that long?
Sorry to make everyone feel old. I got one last question. It's a very, very hard question.
Okay, go.
What's the best video game movie ever made?
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
It's a stupid question.
Well, now we all know. It's definitive, and we've answered it on the show. Lyndon Ashby, Rob the Shoe, thank you guys so much for coming in and kicking my ass in Mortal Kombat, but this has been such a treat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.